Live from Cabot, Arkansas. It is the Ramsey Show pre-show chat slash Ramsey Coach with Coach Steve Money. And I'm going to go to the other TV here and make sure we're running all right. Make sure we got sound. TV, we got sound, so we are all good. Once again, I'm Coach Steve Money. I'm a Ramsey Solutions certified financial coach. And if you've got money problems or you just want to make sure you're on the right track, you can schedule a free financial coaching consultation with me at calendly.com/Coach Steve Money. You can email me about coaching or anything else on my YouTube channel at CoachSteveMoney@gmail.com. Donations can go to paypal.me/Coach Steve Money. You can add me on the gram at Coach Steve Money. And of course, this YouTube channel is youtube.com/Coach Steve Money. Let's see. First time I've had that image on there. Hey, if you learn how to use the streaming software, it has some fun stuff. And we take that away. Fun. Wait for the YouTube and Twitch feed to catch up. There we go. Alrighty. Okay. Alt tab 2. There we go. All right. And this is my homepage. This is youtube.com/Coach Steve Money. As you can see, this is the. Oh nope, that's the Jedi Survivor. I started playing that game last night, just an hour. And you can see the live show we have going on right now. Fun times. The link to schedule a consultation with me is right there. Calendly.com/Coach Steve Money. It's right there on my YouTube banner. Other things to check out on my YouTube channel is these are the latest videos. Lots of Oak Island stuff. Video gaming stuff, Oak Island playlist. I did a Ramsey Show after show for 346 episodes. The last one was August 24th, 2022. Might do one today, maybe. We'll see. I won't have time due to a new job. I will not have time to do that. I won't be available in the middle of the day, but I will have one weekday off 1 or 2 times a month. And so on those days, I will get a weekday off, and those days I probably will do an after show. As I said, the video gaming stuff, it's been mostly Matt in with the draft happening. Started last night. Computer stuff, I used to be a computer technician for over 20 years. In the music playlist, we have some Ramsey adjacent song, the Rachel Cruz song. And I guess that's why we all watch Rachel Cruz. And not only Britney and Dua Lipa can rip off Elton John, I can do it too. And John Deloney song, that's John Deloney. To my Sharona's music. And there's me reacting to John Deloney's reaction to the John Deloney song. And of course, the one that started it all off, the Dave Ramsey Baby Step song. It says temporary lyric video. That was a year ago. I have not done a new lyric video. I still have not looked into how to do that. Learn how to like make. Maybe I could have an AI do it for me. That might be something to look into to see if that would be fun. Highlights, some shorts down there. And especially this one where Kelly told me that I was right about something. And you don't have sound with it, but or I don't have the sound going to the stream, but she actually recorded herself. She recorded this on her phone and recorded herself saying that I was right. Because I was right about something. It happens every so often. Alrighty, so are we done with this? I think we're done with this. Alright, so as usual, I start a stream sometimes when the Ramsey show is not posted for the day yet, which it is not. And so what we do here is normally we just chat, but if I combine it with Ramsey show, we go to the reddit.com/r/Dave Ramsey. This is not run by Ramsey Solutions. It is run by fans. And sort by new, gets the same one there. All right, it is a bit early. What time is it? 8:38 Eastern time. It's a bit early, but there should be some people coming in the chat eventually. All right. Okay, so and I didn't get bad preparation. Dave and baby steps, and if you're unfamiliar, anyone can do it, just like it says right there. What are the baby steps? This is what you do in order to right your sinking financial ship. Or to just make it better. Even if your ship isn't sinking, you can make your financial situation better. Baby step 1, save $1,000 for starter emergency fund. And that's for emergencies, so you don't put emergencies on a credit card or take out a loan or something to handle emergencies. I think it's like 78% of families live paycheck to paycheck in America. And so that's how that happens. You get that credit card for emergencies, and then not only emergencies go on it, but all kinds of other stuff. Baby step 2 is next, and that is pay off all debt except the house using the debt snowball method. And that debt snowball method is smallest debt to largest debt. You pay them off in order. What up, Aslan? Am I just? Oh, I'll go too far because I'm not. I keep forgetting that what I'm looking at, the YouTube feed, is not live. There's a slight delay there. Let's see how that looks good. Okay. Where were we? Baby step 3, save 3 to 6 months of expenses in a fully funded emergency fund. And a lot of people ask, how much is that? That is 3 to 6, anywhere you're choosing. It can be 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, 6 months. It can be 3.5 months, whatever you choose. But that number times your monthly expenses, your personal monthly expenses. And so that's why we can't answer that question, because we don't know what your expenses are. Basically it's how well you want to sleep at night, how many months you choose of expenses to keep. Generally, if you don't have any job or life drama, 3 months of emergency fund is fine. Baby step 4 is baby step 1, 2, and 3. You do in order, one at a time. Baby steps 4, 5, and 6, you do in order, all at the same time, and that is invest 15% of your household income in retirement. And yes, you stop investing if you are in a lower baby step. If you're already investing, You stop investing temporarily. It's just a hashtag season. And then eventually once you pay off your debt and get your full emergency fund, then you can start investing again. Because the idea is that getting the debt out of your life is more important than investing early. And basically what you're doing, if you're investing while you still have debt, you're trying to fill a bucket that has a hole in it. And so you patch the hole first by paying off all the debt, and then you make it more secure by having your 3 to 6 months of expenses in a fully funded emergency fund. So as I said, invest 15% of the household income. We may see a question or statement on Reddit about that, but that would be mutual funds, no single stocks. And Dave does a 4-way split, 25% each of small, mid, large cap, and international. Those 4 categories. Baby step 5, if you have kids and choose to help them with college, then that's baby step 5, and you can address that however you want. If they are small children, you only have to throw a couple bucks to it every month. However you need to work it out so that you have enough money for them to go to college, at least for the first year, when they are 18. Baby step 6 is pay out the home early, and you would do that, yes, before investing more than 15%. So, and then after you pay the home off early, then you are in baby step 7. Build wealth and give a lot of it away. So that's the basic tenets of the Ramsey plan, and most questions can be answered just by looking at this, because nobody's situation, nobody's personal situation, whatever you have going on in your life, it doesn't change these. Now, if you have an emergency or you have job loss or something like that, you pause the baby steps, you stop whatever baby step you're on, and you just pile up cash. And then when the emergency is over, you return to whatever baby step you were on when you left, when you put it on pause there. Alrighty, so the first thing is by Matt Fu23, or Matt F.U. maybe. Being honest and vulnerable. How long that is? Okay, not that long. Hello, friends. I've always approached Dave's methods in a half-measured manner. Being Dave-ish, meaning take some of the advice, picking and choosing what advice to take from Dave. Let's say, as a person, I tend to take things on and tell myself that I have to handle everything and juggle a million things at once. Yeah, that is false. You do not have to do that. Well, that stopped recently. Cool. I was open and vulnerable with my wife, and we discussed our finances and mapped out a plan. We were never in dire straits. Money for nothing. But debt crept up. It just crept up. Oh, it went. And then it got you. I tried to handle everything, and she knew maybe half the story. This no longer exists. Okay, that does happen. Whether she's running up debt as well, or the spouse is running up debt, in addition to the other spouse, if both spouses are running up debt, and so both are at fault for doing that. The one spouse, normally the husband, does try to take care of everything, and not discuss the finances, not say we're having trouble, not saying you're spending too much, and just trying to basically pay it off, or at least pay minimums on everything, so that the wife usually, or other spouse, doesn't have to worry about it. But it says this no longer exists. So great. Communication is the thing. And a lot of money problems and money fights couples have, it's because there's no communication. All right, I cannot tell you the relief, positivity, and overall growth that comes from this. Absolutely. Being comfortable with oneself and saying, hey, this is not good. I need some help. Let's work together. Absolutely. I am a better person today, and now I'm actually grateful this happened as my life has improved so much. I needed this to happen to grow as a human. We now have a plan laid out for monthly payments. I'm selling my truck for a used Prius. Okay, that doesn't sound like that much of a downgrade, but all right. I sold a boot, about a month ago. I think we will be done with all the debt in about 8 months. Excellent. Most people end up paying off debt faster than they project. I write this not to ask for high fives, rather if someone is out there who needs to hear this. There absolutely is. We all make mistakes. It's part of life. Be open, be vulnerable, and it will work out. We will never stop growing. Have a great night, or relevant day part. I added that last part there. So excellent. All right, and so that was not a question. That's just a comment. So I'm going to just comment on the comment and say excellent. Check the chat from Succinct Jackalope. Okay, totaled vehicle. What next? Hello, I was an idiot today and wrecked my car. I'm incredible, thankful I'm alive and have no injuries. That being said, the car is likely a total loss. Yeah, you gotta be careful with that. Some people, especially those darn kids today, are prone to hyperbole and will say, "Oh, it's totaled," if it just has a dent in it. So just make sure, but we'll assume it will be a total loss for this discussion. Do you guys have any advice in dealing with all the costs associated with something like this? Insurance. I only have a little to cover over $1,000 in the bank. I have some checks incoming from freelance work. Excellent. But I'll need a car very soon in order to start having income again. The record charge alone is almost $1,000. Wow. Should get AAA. And I have 2 citations I'll have to deal with. Okay. Frankly, really scared about how I'm going to deal with all this. How do I get enough money to pay court fees and fines alone? And how can I get a vehicle again to start getting income again? I have no debt and will not go into debt. Excellent. To get out of this hole. I just cannot see how to get out of it. You got to buy a very cheap car. You got to see how, if you hopefully have insurance, and you will have to see if they can expedite that process of getting you the money for it, if indeed it is totaled. So you'll find out from the adjuster, or if you had it towed to a garage, they will shop. They will tell you exactly what is the problem with it, and if it is indeed totaled. And of course, total means it is damaged for more than the vehicle's worth. So the cost to repair it would be more than the vehicle is worth. So, but yeah, how you work more and you spend less. You need a vehicle. Maybe you can get rides temporarily. Maybe you can take the bus temporarily. It's just a hashtag season. And that way you will eventually have the transportation and can go on from there. But you deal with one thing at a time. Let's see, from Maleficent Garlic 26, I believe that person has posted quite a bit. A couple of questions. So I have around 5K saved in an emergency fund, but I'm in the military as an officer, so I have a stable job. How much should I have just sitting in the bank besides the emergency fund? None. Emergency fund, maybe some sinking funds, like for new, tire fund, new tire. If you, since you don't have debt, if you and so you have more emergency fund, assuming if you have the full emergency fund. So yeah, beyond the full emergency fund, so that will put you in step 4, and which they address right there. That would put you in step 4, so you can like even budget vacations and stuff. So you could have a sinking fund for vacation. How much should you have just sitting in the bank? Basically, you don't do that. You apply all money to, you don't have a bunch of extra cash other than the emergency fund laying around. You apply them to the baby steps. And so, which is for this person, that means investing, kid college if it applies, and pay off the house early if that applies. Some people rent. Let's see. Also, I'm putting 15% into a Roth TSP through the military, right? I also put into an individual brokerage account through the M1 app, 15% also. Boop, boop, boop. Should I switch over to a Roth IRA on that app? Yes, Roth IRA will give you, for that portion of it, for if you're under $50,000, $6,500 a year, Roth will give you free growth on that, tax-free growth on that. So definitely do that. But oh, that's right. This person didn't say they were debt-free, so they're doing it wrong. Currently, I have $10K left to pay on a loan with the 1.9% interest. Doesn't matter. Interest doesn't matter on this plan. What you should be interested in is not interest, but paying off the debt, which I am a year ahead on the payments. You need to be all ahead on the payments and pay it off. And 15K on student loans. Waiting to see if Biden will relieve them. Actually, don't hold your breath on that. While putting money each month aside for them. That's ridiculous. Just pay them off. But actually, all your extra money should pay minimums on that, and all your extra money should be going to the 10K loan that you have. Currently have 11K saved to pay student loans once they start making me pay on them. And per the Ramsey advice, that would be to take 10,000 of that and wipe that out. That is ridiculous to have that above your full emergency fund even. That is ridiculous to have that much money sitting around in a bank while you have debt. So put that on the 10K debt, and then that wipes that out, and then that money that you were paying on that minimum plus then any extra can go on the student loans and wipe those out. I just want some advice and questions above. I live very comfortably. And we go through the budget and see if you can cut out some stuff to get those loans out of your life. It's just a hashtag season. And in this case, it doesn't mean necessarily 3 months, which is a normal season, unless you live in the upper Northeast, and then winter is longer than 3 months. But in this case, the season means it's a temporary amount of time. Let's see. Okay, some opinions. Well, I'm sure you got them. You got 3 comments, and they're probably going to run the gamut. Probably going to be David Weiss. You're doing fine. You can do it any way you want. Definitely invest, that kind of thing. Definitely be investing. But yeah, you should stop. If you through the military, I don't know if you can temporarily stop that or not. Not sure about that. You can definitely stop doing this other 15%. That's stupid. Again, like the earlier example, you're trying to fill a bucket that has a hole in it. You need to plug the hole first. At this stage, Skywalker, props for the name there. I wouldn't have anything sit in the bank aside from your emergency fund, right? So that sounds like follow Dave's advice. Pay off the loan now and then pay off the student loans as they do. Keep investing too, not Dave's advice. Nice disclaimer there. Normally people don't bother to put that in there. Dave would pause all investing and pay off the debt immediately. Not a bad option there either. Yeah, that would be the better option since this way of doing thing, millions of people, and they have documentation on this through all the Financial Peace University stuff and the other ways people interact with Ramsey Solutions. They have documentation on people doing this stuff, and it's millions of cases. So yeah, let's see. This person has emergency fund in the bank, which is about $25K, enough to get me to the next paycheck for bills and my checking account. Just one paycheck? Oh, enough to get me to the next paycheck. So it's just a little buffer in the checking account and get you to the next paycheck. So that you're not the zero-based budget is just a name for everything in the budget, every line item in the budget. It just has a specific purpose. That is the zero-based budget, not that you should actually be having zero in your checking account once all your bills are paid. That's not how it works. And some sinking funds, next year's IRA, vacations, house maintenance, that's it. Baby step 6, 7 could be 7, but have chosen to stay in 6 for many reasons. Trying to chase interest, probably. That's debt leverage doing that. So, but let's see. All of next year's IRA, save it. You don't have to save up a bunch for that. I guess the person just saves up, assuming under 50 years old, saves up $6,500 and invest all of that on January 1st. Maybe that's just how they've been doing it forever, but the idea is that 15% comes out each week or every 2 weeks, like whenever you get paid, that kind of thing. So it's not necessarily you save everything. They would say no investing, right, until your loans are paid off. That is correct. Okay, that's more acknowledgement of Dave's plan than I would have expected, but only 3 comments, so excellent. All right, this from Adover 3187. I started contributing to a Roth IRA last year. My wife and I made over the income because of working a lot of overtime. How do I start a backdoor IRA? What happens to the current Roth I have? I stopped contributing for now. Any advice? That's wrong. It should be any advice. ADVICE, advice. Yeah, I actually do not know how to do that. I haven't had to do that, so I don't know what is involved in that. I'm sure, let's see, I'm sure we can Google it. I don't know if you can convert it either, because I think the whole thing with a backdoor Roth is you open a traditional and then put $6,500 on it in it if you're under 50, and then you convert it to a Roth. I think I just explained it, but we'll see. How do you set up a backdoor Roth IRA? Google knows everything. Alright, those ads we don't need, sponsored we don't need. 2 ways: contribute money IRA, roll over the money to a Roth IRA, that's convert. For this strategy to work, you should contribute to a traditional IRA with no balance, right, and then you convert it while it's still in cash. You don't, I think that's also how it works. Let's see, you may I'll do a mega backdoor. What's that mega backdoor? I've heard of it. I just don't remember what it is right off the... Mega backdoor. Let's see. Permit automatic Roth conversions. Okay. Well, that's fun. Means you can make after-tax contributions and have them automatically convert to Roth within their accounts. Check with your plan to see if this option is available to you. Excellent. Okay, we'll leave that open. Alrighty, how about a little agua? I'll check the chat. So Aslan has to say, insurance is important. If you only have $1,000 emergency fund, then you need to have insurance to cover more. Yes. As part of baby step 0 is getting your insurances together. As that safety net, that is part of baby step 0. The most important part of baby step 0 is where you decide debt is off the table as an option for anything except a home that you live in. No rental property mortgages. What's a good book or podcast that focuses on baby steps 2 or 3? Totally Maker's great book, but I wish I had more info on these steps. Show the core principle. Just watch the video of the show every day, and there is, I believe there is videos on the YouTube. Let's see. What is it called? I think it's Baby Step. Whoops. I think the name of Baby Step, it covers more than that, but Baby Step 2 explained. It's not the entire financial piece live, but yeah, there you go. It's in the Ramsey Show highlights, and this is from 3 years ago. And it does have more in it. It is how long? 34 minutes, so that's something. That's some from the Rachel Cruz show, probably just going through limited information. But another thing you could do would be to attend FPU, Financial Peace University. As far as a book or podcast, I would say just watch the Ramsey Show video every day. Let's see, where's the Financial Peace? It's right there. Go to products, Financial Peace University, start FPU, and you can join that. It's a 9-week class. It not only covers all the baby steps, it also covers other lessons like insurances you should have, like the way companies market to you, and a bunch of other stuff. Fun. And they are doing this new thing where the Ramsey personalities have FPU classes. They are the ones leading it. So, and I don't think that costs any more. I'm not sure though, but I don't think it does. And so all the personalities are doing that apparently. I'll leave that up. Why not have 1,000 tabs open? Why not? We don't need that yet. Let's see. Okay. So, but yeah, and you can find, did I go? Oh, I went away from it. You can find like some other ones. I don't know if it'll show up on here, but there's like one from another recording of part of an older Financial Peace Live that was on Fox Business. And somebody had it recorded and just put it on there. That's also what you can do is just put Baby Step 2 and Baby Step 3 specifically in the YouTube search, and it will. That might be a good video here. It's 8 minutes on all the baby steps, so that might person doing it wrong on Baby Step 2, but already done 3, 4, and 5. Well, in that case, you would. I'm sure that's what Dave tells the person. You take your full emergency fund in baby step 3, and you use that to pay off your debt, all except $1,000. You stop investing, and you probably even use kid college money to pay off your debt. Let's see. This is another person. How dare they? Somebody not working for Ramsey that's talking about his stuff. Let's see. That's not it, but this could be it. This could be one. It's one of their presentations from some time that Christian Sermons Daily has, and so probably recorded at their church. A lot of churches have YouTube channels, and when Dave speaks at their church, they record it and put it on their channel. Yeah, I can't remember what the name of that Fox Business thing is, and like I said, it's not on the Fox Business website, but it's just somebody that recorded it and posted it, and it's not the whole thing. It's just something like a 30-minute segment, just like this one. I don't think this is it. Yeah, this is the actual. This is probably still on YouTube too, as well. This is it because Ramsey Show highlights. Yeah, so this is what I'm talking about. You can check the Ramsey Show highlights channel do a search on that particular channel for Baby Steps 2, Baby Steps 3. Right, a little agua. As you have more emergency fund and no debt, you can take more of the risk yourself and have less insurance, right? Because when you have a pile of cash, that's what they call self-insured. And that is the goal, to get to where you don't need anything, because if you wreck a car, then you just have enough money to go buy another one. In case. Let's see, we did that one. Straight out of debt. Did I do that with this one before? Let's see, forgot when I first posted on here. My update. Emergency fund. 5,800. I think I did that one before. All right, solid afternoon, 4116. Can someone explain exactly how Dave lost everything all at once? He was using debt to make money. He was debt leveraging, buying houses with no money down, and some big bank bought his local bank. And then the new bankers didn't want. I think he might still be a teenager, maybe early 20s anyway, at most. And they didn't want him to have multiple. It was too much risk for them. So they called the notes on all of it, so all at the same time. And I think he tried to save it. For 3 years, I think he tried to just keep working and keep paying stuff off, and eventually, hopefully, get that taken care of. But eventually, they were going to come and take their property out of the house. Dave calls it. They were going to take Rachel's crib. So that's when he filed bankruptcy, and of course later he did go back and pay all of those companies exactly what he owed them to begin with. Let's see, from Giroux. Pay debt or invest? I wonder. You're on the Dave Ramsey subreddit? I wonder what the answer would be. Have a 2018 RAV4 that I finance. Boop, boop, boo, doo. Still owe at least 8K at 1%. Should I work to pay this off sooner? Yes. And forgo getting important amount to my retirement account? Yes. You should. 41 comments, probably most of them saying no. The match is free money. Again, when you do that, you're trying to fill a bucket that has a hole in it. Should I buy my old truck back? Probably not. CRW underscore 93 post. WWDD, what would Dave do? Should I buy my old truck back? It's a bit of a long question. That's not that long. That's what she said. So I have a bit of a long question. Not sure how it fits in the Dave Ramsey plan. Okay. Years ago, sold that reluctantly. Given a hand-me-down vehicle from my dad. Excellent. So you still had transportation. Past 10 years, I regretted selling it. Well, the guy sold it. He reached out and said he's selling it and wondered if I would want to buy it back. So I'm wondering if this would be acceptable given our current situation. I'm going to go ahead and say negative right now, just a guess. Or if this is a dumb idea, probably. Oh, man, wait a minute. Wife and I are debt-free, have emergency fund saved. That would be the full emergency fund. Are currently saving for a house we're renting now. I don't know what he wants for a truck yet, but I'm thinking in the neighborhood of 3K. I'm probably overthinking this, but should I enjoy life and buy the truck or stay on track toward a house? That's up to you. Do you want to be 300K, have 300K less down payment and a truck? Or would you rather have 3,000 more down payment and no truck? So that's up to you. You are at the point where these decisions are going to be up to you. Once you get past baby step 3, it's not as you don't have to be gazelle intense with things, and you can certainly budget a $3,000 expense if you want to. But your goal is to save for the house. So everything from going to Taco Bell and getting a taco, everything you spend, it should be in the back of your mind. I can have this, or I can have this amount of money going to the down payment. So that's how you gotta think about it. So it's not overthinking. It's good to consider, but it's gonna have to be up to you. And being debt free and having the full emergency fund saved, you have earned the right to just make that decision on your own. I don't care about cars, so I wouldn't do that. I'm trying to think if there's something like nostalgic that I would spend that much on just for nostalgia. I don't think so. I have a lot of stuff for nostalgia. I do need to do spring cleaning. I've moved several boxes into different apartments, and I still have not opened a good number of them. I got like 5 or 6 boxes that I haven't opened in probably 5 years. So probably could just throw it all out. Just not even open it now, but I guess I'll go open it and see what's there, because there could be some stuff I can sell that might be worth something. Can't remember if Sid's working today or not, because she is not in the chat. Maybe she is working and is busy working. From OK Boomer at 301, and of course, OK Boomer is what you say when you run out of facts to argue with said boomer. Let's see, bought a new car, but what to do about it now? What do you mean, you regretting it? Just got into Ramsey stuff very recently, but I'm committed to following the steps. Excellent. Got a new car in Feb because my old one had a dying transmission and was just unsafe for driving my commute. I have 3 kids, needed a car, justification that would fit everyone with 2 car seats comfortably. That'll happen in a lot of cars, and You don't need a new car for that either. New cars are off the table unless you have $1 million of net worth. Let's say you have 3 kids, need a car. Okay, I read that already. Got a 2023 Kia Sorento because used cars were literally more expensive than new. False. Unless I got something 120k miles that was still like 19k. Yeah, that's better than $30,000 or $40,000 that you spent on that Kia. Anyway, issue is this: if I trade my car for something cheaper or sell it, I won't get back what I paid for it, and this is why you don't buy it, because of the depreciation. That's why you don't buy it and buy a new car until you're a millionaire. Since I just bought it 2 months ago, yeah, that's why. What do? Follow baby steps and pay all debts, smallest to largest. I have credit cards too. How can I get myself a cheaper car without a loan if I don't have cash? And this is in addition to a home mortgage for a house that you live in. No mortgages on rental properties. But in addition to that, this is the only other loan that Dave Ramsey will approve, because you are trading in a, let's say, whatever it is, 40,000 or more for that new Kia Sorento, because you're trading in that $40,000 loan for maybe a $5,000 loan, and so that's better because that's less debt. So that would be approved by Dave. When you trade a smaller loan in for a larger loan in, he does not. He actually advises to do that, and so that's what you do. Hopefully your credit isn't bad or whatever, and you can get that. As far as whether you have to sell the car, having the other debts means probably, but it depends on how much you can pay off all the debt, including the car. If you can pay it off in a couple years and you want to sacrifice more to do so, and you really like that car, since you already have it, then you can keep it. But probably should sell it. 71 comments on that. Only a third of the millionaires Dave studied earned less than $1 million per year. All right. Okay. Yeah, they have all kinds of stats. They just had another millionaire theme hour this week. Actually, they had 2. There was one on a replay, and there was one on, I think, yesterday's show, the day before. Yesterday's show, I think. All right, dad of 3 _ 1978. Success rate. For real. Does anyone know the actual success rate of FPU? No, that's probably going to be like the Netflix numbers. They don't tell you how many people watch it. They don't give that information. They sometimes have like rankings and such, but so that way you know that, for example, I don't know if it's still Stranger Things is the highest watched Netflix show, but they do not publish the actual amount of actual people that watch stuff, so they don't give that information, and so probably Ramsey Solutions does not give that information either, and of course not everybody is going to stick with it. So, and that's no fault of Ramsey Solutions. That's no fault of the advice, because the advice is sound, because there are millions of success stories documented. So that is plenty. I'm sure there's more success than there is not, but when you're dealing with human beings, you're going to get some people that aren't going to stick with it. Let's see. And do most folks really give up credit cards? Some of them go through it and like say they're doing the plan, but they still keep a credit card for emergencies and such like that. That does happen as well. Or is it all a show for people? And it's not a show. That's the advice. It's up to the individual person whether they want to take it and stick to everything that Dave said, or pick and choose what they want for themselves. It's their money. They have the right to do that. It's fine. Not advised, but it's fine. Or what really happens with folks. I have never been in it and won't. Okay, you don't need to. I've never took Financial Peace University until I had been out of debt for probably 7 years, and I never took it. Actually, I just let it, and that was my way of taking it. That can be a cheap way of taking it. You can coordinate a class. Let's see, and can control myself, etc., etc. So that's what the people always to say, that they're different and they're smarter and they can control themselves, so they can handle a credit card. Even people that are smart and can control themselves, they can also be successful using Dave's advice by not having debt. Let's see. Something tells me it's a lot like staying on a diet. I'll keep it at that, or a gym member. Okay, he said I'll keep it at that, and then he just typed something else, which is not keeping it at that. So yeah. But I will agree that you could liken it to a gym membership. Some people are going to go make that New Year's resolution, and some people are going to get the gym membership and go once or twice and then not go ever again. That's going to happen. The advice is sound. The class is sound. It's not everybody. Not everybody's going to do it and stick to it. In my first, was it my first or second? I think it was my first FPU class that I led. One young lady was she was like, oh, I didn't know all that was going to be involved. I want my Starbucks every morning. I want to do that. I want to go out with my friends every weekend. And so you can't do my. I tried to explain to her the reasons behind the advice, and that you don't need to sacrifice forever. It's just a short time. #season. But of course, she did not return the following week. That was a virtual class. That was during the pandy, I believe, or right before. I can't remember. But yeah, success rate, who knows? Don't know. But they do have millions, so it's more than millions. Let's see, from T21 Mills, baby step 2 Flair, car rentals with a credit card. I've rented cars, didn't have a problem doing it without a credit card. No extra deposit, no problem. So I don't know what to tell you. I don't want the Dave Ish advice, because no doubt I can get a credit card and do it that way. I don't want to. Question is, I can rent a car, no problem, online with a rental car company. There you go. Unfreeze my credit temporarily so they can run the check in. All good. Okay, I didn't have to do any of that, so I don't know what the deal is. Only thing I've run into is that they only let you get the base tier vehicle. My wife and I wanted a 4x4. Okay, so because you want a particular type of car, you're gonna. Well, he's not saying he's gonna get a credit card because he doesn't want to do that. But do you not want to do that more than you do want the 4x4 instead of the base tier vehicle? Let's see. However, both times we were able to pay for that vehicle on the website with a debit card, only for the rental location to tell us we can't have that tier car. Maybe try different rental companies. He doesn't say if he tried different rental companies. Because your problem could be just sticking with one rental company. When in Colorado Christmas, we ended up with a Camry and got stuck in this no one's. And we found a way around this. Yeah, you shop it. You find different rental car companies. As I said, I never had a problem, but then again, I didn't have specific vehicle desires to have a certain kind of vehicle, etc. FPU cost, church organization to license use FPU. How does the licensing for churches work, and what's the cost to the end user? That is a good question. I do not know that. Let's see. Let's see. FPU for churches. I mean, like if as an individual you decide you want to coordinate a class and you sign up to coordinate a class and you do it, then each person would pay separately. But let's see. So basically, instead of typing it on the Reddit, you could have just typed it into the Google. It's time for the church to take back your conversation about money at all. Do you ever feel like, okay. What questions do you have? I don't have any. Thank you. Boom, boom, boom. It may not even say here. It may say content. Oh, there it is. FPU class bundles church site license. So $789, $750. There you go. And then you'd know. So if you typed it into the Google instead of the Reddit, but probably somebody like myself has Googled that for you and has put the information down here in the 8 comments. And what's the cost to the end user? The cost to the end user would be whatever the church or organization wants to charge, because they're paying for the whole thing. And then that cost for the church may also include a per person, because sometimes you do that when you buy like software and so forth. There's a base charge for the service itself, and then each individual user that can log into that is an additional fee. So they could work like that as well. So I don't know. You'd have to look more into it than that. But if $750 is the site license covers however many people, maybe it covers X amount of people as well for free. So, and then that would be up to the church whether they want to charge you to get some of that money back. They can subsidize some of it maybe, or some churches may have that in their budget where they offer that as a free service to their parishioners. Alrighty. From @CERN for now. Okay. Car payments. So, hi all. Hey. Hi, it's me. Hi. I'm the problem, it's me. If I do an after show today, I'll probably try to do that song. So I got a car from a Toyota dealership and was able to get a rate of 6.4. Again, percentages don't matter. People always love to say how much the percentages are. However, my first payment, they charged me around 10%. This does not make any sense. Could someone provide an explanation to me? I don't know, call them and ask. I don't know. Unless it's a one-time extra fee for something. I don't know. It was 45 days from the time of signing till the first payment. So first month in finance charge is higher than I expected. Okay, I think I'm good now. I'm aware Dave doesn't like getting cars financed. So I apologize if this is the wrong sub. Apparently not, because it's still posted. The people that run the Dave Ramsey subreddit, they are fine with people talking about things that aren't Dave's advice. So let's see. Do follow Dave. For what reason? I mean, I guess he's pretty entertaining, and maybe you are okay with one of these baby steps, maybe. But all right. Ask this, and to be honest, I was asking. Not necessary. It's never necessary to say to be honest or honestly. Because if you're talking to me and telling me something, why wouldn't you be honest? Saying to be honest makes me question your honesty. All right. I was asking this question for someone and didn't feel the need to initially mention that. That's fine. I have a 2008 Civic and I'm happy with it while I pay down my mortgage. Okay, great. Oh, so you pretended it was you, but it was a friend, or you're either deflecting. So, yeah. All right. But you couldn't explain it to your friend, I guess. Okay. Alrighty. Based on the paper, I don't know. I guess maybe the person called them and got the explanation from the dealer's mouth. Alrighty, let's see. Financial piece. So I think I clicked on that. Yeah, they did that one. The repeat. Yeah, okay. So we're getting to the point of the ones where I did, and so like a good show person, I did a little bit of prep and I scrolled past all the ones that I had done, and so I got to the new part. Alrighty, this from Sogyui, Guey. Baby step 6 flare, baby step 6 help. I know it's frowned upon, yep, to cut corners in the baby steps, yep. But how have you all tackled this baby step? The same way you do any others. You take care of, you have your full emergency fund at this point. You're investing 15% of household income into retirement. You've addressed kid college if that's applicable. And now you put everything extra to the debt in step 2. Now you're putting all extra money on the mortgage so you can pay it off early. I'm doing it simultaneously with 4 and 5, as you should. That's not your thing that you came up with to do. That 4, 5, and 6 do happen all at the same time. All the funds at the end of the month gets thrown into the mortgage before I get the next paycheck. Okay, and so that's the way to do it. Let's see. I got $266K left on primary house, and I'm losing steam watching that number barely go down. Oh, I see what the help is needed. Oh, okay. So if you want it to go down, I mean, once you get to that spot, doing 4, 5, and 6, as I said before, you can budget vacations. You can have sinking funds for fun stuff. You can save up to do fun stuff. Now, all of that, no matter what you do on a day-to-day basis, if you buy this, then that's less money being put on the house to pay it off. And so that's up to you as far as what you want to do. Is the vacation worth it? Even if you don't think so, your spouse may. Is the vacation worth it rather than putting that amount of money on the house? And so you just have to consider that every single time, like constantly. And so that's just the way it is. It's not gonna, with that much, it's not gonna go as fast down as your other debt. If this person even had any, this person may not have even had debt, and then other than the mortgage, and so didn't have to do any of that sacrificing yet. So maybe not familiar with it. We just don't know the situation. Let's see if we got any extra. Let's see. Great advice. Been a tightwad to my family for way too long. They need a vacation more than me. There we go. So yeah. Yep. See if the OP. What can I add more to it monthly? Okay. Do a vacation and adding more to it monthly. Bum, bum, bum. I'm just looking to upgrade on a house due to a growing family, but I'm skeptical to leave over 80% of mortgage on the current primary resident. I want to reduce it down, then I'll be comfortable to rent it out. And so you shouldn't be a landlord just because you want to have an extra property when you move. You should have one mortgage at a time, not 2 mortgages. So he's wanting to do it wrong. Yep. There we go. Doesn't change the payment due. Yep. Yeah. So, yeah, and that's not, oh, wow, that's a good slap back to reality, and thank you for clearing that up for me. We've decided to pay it off first prior to renting it out. Excellent. And when you rent it out, you may find, oh, this landlord stuff isn't that fun, especially if the roof breaks and you have to replace the roof. There goes all your renting profit, not to mention finding somebody, a decent tenant, to rent it to. This is from Books and Beers 420. Visiting around Solutions. Planning to visit Nashville and love to visit Ramsey Solutions HQ in fucking Tennessee. More or less Dave Ramsey's schedule. Most of the summer away. I don't think so, but I mean, he definitely has his vacations in the summer. You can go to Ramsey solutions.com/visit. What? Did they change the visit? Did I type it wrong? I did not. Alright, let's see. If I was that page, where would I be? Let's see where I would be. It used to be ramseysolutions.com/visit, and you could sign up with them, and they would do their best to let you know if Dave was going to be there that day and if it was going to be a live show that day. Because it's not, the video on YouTube is not, generally. It was 2 Fridays ago, three if you count today's. It was live from their event center. First time in 3 years it's been live. Let's see. Maybe it's at the bottom. Maybe it's in the contact us. That's a good question. They do have their contact line, which is this number, and so you could call the number and ask, like, where do you sign up on there? But it used to be ramseysolutions.com/visit. So I do not see it anywhere on here. So maybe they no longer do that service. Maybe now you're just on your own for that. But you can call that helpline and ask. I'll leave that up in case we need that again. Interesting news. Potential ad 6205. Saw this podcast today, and Dave Ramsey talks about how he is transitioning out of the CEO position for his succession plan, but will be staying at Ramsey personality on the air. Okay, Daniel will be running the business as he's been promoted to president. Interesting podcast. I did not know that. Okay, cool. I think they stopped doing this too, the Daily Now. Oh, maybe they didn't. No, yeah, I haven't seen these, so maybe they did. Stop having that as well. That's it. And housing prices fall year over year. Buddy, 1900 fell in February for the first time in 11 years. Okay. I don't know if that trend continued or not. It's not according to callers. They're still having difficulty getting houses. Let's see. Roth IRA investments in this market. This from ___ meow 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 ___. Baby step 3B flare, which means they have paid off all non-mortgage debt and they have the full emergency fund and are now saving for a down payment for a house and asking for Roth IRA investments. Let's see, right now Fidelity is returning 4.25 7-day yield if held in SPACs. SPACs is what I was thinking of the whole time. I was trying to figure out our friends where he was getting interest from, because when you put money into a brokerage account, doesn't matter if it's a retirement account, it's just a brokerage account, when you put it into a brokerage account at Fidelity, it gives you option of 2 places to put it in, and SPACs is one of them. And so that's basically just, I don't know, like a placeholder for the cash. I don't know if it's considered like a specific fund, but it's like the way it's tracked is 1 for $1, and that of course never goes up, but you do get like regular bank interest on that. Let's see. So, it's the government money market fund. Okay, I did not know that. Basically, it's pretty safe as ever. Sure. Does it make sense to sell off all my index funds that are invested mostly in the total U.S. stock market and just keep it in a mutual fund where at least I won't be losing too much money, or ride it out for the long term and stay the course? I'm still in the green right now, but down significantly. Yeah, everybody is, and you of course keep investing. Unless you're doing 3B, so you're trying to save for a down payment as well, and you can choose to temporarily stop investing. Dave wants that to max out at 3 years before you get back into investing for retirement, but you can do savings for 3 years for that down payment if you'd like, and not invest. But as far as that, I think in the past year it's something like no, maybe negative for the past year, but I think like the year to date, and I can't remember where I saw it, but I saw something was like 7 or 8%, and so that's not 10%, but that's still there. And also, if you're buying now, you're still getting it on sale, as it is still about, it has recovered about 30% from the previous high, somewhat approximately. Don't hold me to exactly that, but that's a ballpark of what it has recovered. And speaking of the market, we'll get back to that. Down today. The futures were up. Let's see. That's 9.4. Okay, yeah. So the market definitely opened, and it went down. They fall as traders pour through CNBC. Somebody can't proofread that. I don't think that's accurate. But anyway, what was my point? Why did I come to here? Oh, just to check on the market for today. Poor. Oh, I see what happened. It's a word, but it means minute open in any surface, like on your skin and stuff. And so that's not, though, what it means to pour over something. To pour over something is to, like you're pouring water, and that's P-O-U-R. Alrighty. Let's see. Do we need that? No, we don't. Where were we? This one. So yes, so this is where it goes. Like I said, with Fidelity, and this is one of the places. SPACs is one of the places that it goes into. If you don't use it to buy mutual funds, now, if you transfer it and then buy mutual funds immediately, then you have nothing in SPACs. But that is just where it goes until you buy something with those funds, or if they go in there instead of being automatically reinvested, which I have mine set to automatically reinvest. It's pretty safe as ever. Yeah, you can get 4 like it, or not any bank, but some banks. You can check bankrate.com. You can get around 4% for that. You trying to get 4.25% over a 7-day period? That's per year. And so that's going to be, divided by 365 days. And so that's not going to be a lot, even if you put $1 million in there, it's not going to be that much. But let's see, to sell off all my index funds that are invested mostly in the total U.S. stock market, and that would be like a Dow index. So we can use that. Oh, and I closed it, of course. Okay. Total U.S. stock market. That's what he's invested mostly in, and so that would be a Dow. Oh, look, and now it's a little bit up here, except the Nasdaq. So what he's looking at is this, or she. So it's down for 5 days, up. Was down, but now up this early trading on a Friday. 5 days it's down barely, a little bit. 1 month it's up. 6 months it's up over the past 6 months. Year to date it's going to be up as well, a little bit. 1 year is going to be down. Not that much though. And of course, 5 years up almost 39.5%. So, and just for fun, this here is the Pandy crash right there. And so, if you got scared or whatever and you sold right there, that was the absolute worst thing you can do, because not only did that completely recover, but it went to a new high way up here. And so if you were buying down there, that was extreme sale. So, and then here's what happened recently in October. But since then, especially for the Dow, it's been fine. And like I said, let's see what the 1 month is 4.52%. The 6 month is 3.04 and 2.18 for the year to date, which means from January 1st until now. So, and down 0.15% from 1 year ago. So, yeah, I mean, I don't think it's that bad. Dave does not recommend index funds for anything except, and he uses the S&P 500 index fund instead when he saves in the market for a purchase. And he also says to have a 5-year window before you need the money if you're saving for a purchase. Just because the market can be up and down, and it's been up and at the end of every 5-year period. So, and you would do, so you would sell it, but you would leave it in the account and just have it be in cash in the account. Yeah, I mean, the advice, even especially in a down market, is to, but always, you buy when it's high, you buy when it's low. You buy on schedule, you don't try to time the market, is the advice. What time is that? 9:50 Eastern time. Let's see if the Ramsey show got posted yet. It did not. Is job hopping worth it? I wouldn't think so. Let's see, 049 AT. Safety. I'm based at 4 and just got an offer from a company that would be a 24K pay increase with better benefits, okay? if you're talking about moving from one to another, I mean, that's basically going to be up to you if it's worth it or not. It's $24,000 a year. I mean, that's nothing to sneeze at. The term job hopping made me think you're like going to keep it for a couple months and then go to something else. But exchanging one job for one that is $24,000 more pay a year is pretty good. Let's see, I applied because my with better benefits too. So current job is very easy, stress free, and so you have to weigh that in your mind. All that has to be you. You're the one that has to do it. So a bit worried about how the workload of this new job will compare to my current job, but the position is pretty similar overall. Yeah, it may not be as easy or stress free, so you got to consider that. Grass is not always greener, even if the grass over there on the other side of the fence has $24,000 extra on it. Let's see, been in current company for less than a year, so I'm job. Okay, I see why I call it job because I have done this previously. Okay, in this case, I feel sort of bad about it. Is my decision to take this offer the right one, or should I be giving my current company another year or so? You get to do whatever you want. You can work wherever you want to. And if you're in an at-will state, that means you can both be fired or you can quit at any time without any notice. It's classy to give at least 2 weeks notice, but you don't have to in those states. States may vary, of course. But yeah, this is a decision that you have to make. You're the one that has to do it, and if it's more stress and more work for that extra $24K, you might not like it. There could be other things you don't like about it, and you don't know until you go there too. So it is kind of a gamble. So it's up to you whether you want to take that gamble or not. Anyone last week with something on timeshares with last week tonight with John Oliver on the HBO? Is there any difference in costs and advice when seeking a financial advisor who is a SmartVestor Pro, depending on if you found them on your own compared to if Ramsey Solutions referred you to them? No, they probably charge the same anyway, but they do pay a fee to be in that referral list. To be a SmartVestor Pro, they do pay Ramsey X amount per year or per month. Let's see, do SmartVestor Pro set you up with investments with higher fees or commission if they have to pay Dave referral fee, or do they treat everyone the same and eat the cost of the referral fee? I would imagine, are they fiduciaries as well? Some of them probably are. Higher fees or commissions if they have to pay Dave a referral fee. They probably have the same charge, but you never know. Financial people be getting out that calculator or doing that spreadsheet, and so they may if they know that you came via Dave, and so you're going to pay a little bit more to offset the referral fee that they get charged, that they pay Dave. And so, yeah, they may want to offset that. So that probably does happen. Some probably just charge the same rate no matter what, and some do it. So it's probably a mix. Wonder if Ramsey stands by timeshare exit scanners. All right. I think the dealio with that was after he endorsed them, I believe they became much more busy, and also they became a target for timeshares, and they were sued, and so they didn't have money to fight the lawsuit, and so they went out of business. So that's not being a scammer. And I don't know of any scamming activity that they did. They just got, Dave Ramsey can handle any kind of lawsuits from timeshare holders. But this timeshare exit team could not. Wife not on board with that snowball. Deleted. Beep, 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 beep. Hi all. Before I got married, I had almost $100K in student debt. I bought Dave Ramsey's book and used the debt snowball is one word, plan to pay off my college loans. I should never have gone to college. Okay, fair enough. Anyway, a couple of maybe didn't graduate either, which that happens. So you gotta, nobody ever considers that when they're signing up for a student loan. They're like, I'll pay it off when I graduate and get my big boy or big girl job. They don't think, oh, maybe I shouldn't take this because I might not graduate. But anyway, let's see. Anyway, a couple of years later, I'm married. Another situation like that would be, okay, I'll sign up for this loan and I'll pay it off once I work in my big girl job. And then they end up staying home with a baby. So, you got to try to think ahead and consider all that stuff. A couple of years after marrying, my wife and I could save far more than we are saving. However, my wife is not interested in implementing the steps outlined by Ramsey. As she is not interested, I have given up trying to save the way Dave Ramsey outlines. How are you saving them? The only debt we have now is a mortgage. To be honest, I would like to sell the house and buy a smaller and cheaper one. She's not on board with that, no, because she wants to keep her big house. Any suggestions? You can keep talking to her about it. She doesn't want to sacrifice in order to be ahead financially. That happens. Those people are sometimes called princesses, and that can be a male as well. Just anybody that doesn't want to do any sacrifice and don't want to give up anything, and that's actually better for your family. But they want to do all the vacations and spend all the money now, enjoying life. It's called sometimes. So, with a spouse not on board, you have to come to some kind of agreement. Generally, like a compromise would be, and if you guys can't compromise about it, maybe you need counseling. Maybe there are other issues. There usually are behind any type of money problems, but assuming this is just a difference in the way of looking at finances, and she just wants to enjoy spending money rather than pay off that house faster. So that would be it. Yeah, I mean, just try to think of something that would make sense to her as far as a good reason to do it. So, and then she doesn't want to give up vacations and such now, but if you paid off the mortgage, you would have tons of money to take even longer and better vacations. So, something like that. And if you can't compromise, that is a big problem. You can't find some kind of middle ground, at least. The absurd cost of housing. And I'll preface this by saying, if you live on the coasts or any other high cost of living area, you do not get a pass on math. So you have to deal with the same thing all the rest of us do. Let's see, as they've addressed the absurd cost of housing in much of the country, has he suggested people just get up and leave those areas and move somewhere reasonable? Yes. I'm a carpenter, run by my own, and personally, I call that like people that live in California or New York City. Yeah, I often recommend, yeah, hey, they should move to America. Somewhere where where it's not going to be so crazy politically and financially. Let's see. Has he suggested people? Yes, carpenter, a little remodel company in here in Colorado, and I'm in Colorado when I'm not in some hotel. That was a horrible rendition of that. That was a leader of the band by Dan Fogelberg, 80s. It is relatively easy to make money. Okay, hardworking guy should be able to make 7,500K here annually. Okay. But houses are 700K. Yeah, that's Colorado. Probably you're in Denver or somewhere like that. Try looking further out in the outskirts of town. Make it a little bit longer commute. But then your house is not 700K. And I refuse to live in a plastic house for that amount of money. I don't know what that means. And rent is higher than a mortgage, so you just feel it's a devil's choice. Curious to address this? No way, I'm the only one in this predicament. No, people ask about it all the time. They do. 700K houses aren't the only kind available in the Denver area. So the ones you want probably are, but what you want has nothing to do with what your income is. You have to be able to live underneath that income, and you don't want that to be the majority of your income being taken away by that house, because that's not when you own the house. That's when the house owns you. So you would be house poor, and then you can't address the other baby steps, which are the investing, the saving for kid college, and the paying off the mortgage early. Because it costs so much, just the regular payment just costs so much. But yeah, he addresses it often. I'd say at least once per day on the show, I think. Barack Obama's butt. What debt should I prioritize? The lowest debt. My boyfriend and I are trying the snowball method. That is the smallest to largest. That is what Dave Ramsey recommends for our debts, and we are disagreeing about which one of mine should be prioritized. Medical bill number one is $662. Doesn't matter the percent. People are always worried about the percent. I pay $100 a month towards it right now. Credit card $1840. Doesn't matter how much interest. I'm paying around $50 interest every month on it, but I pay $200 in a month. I haven't used it in 2 months now. Don't use it ever again. I got a second job to pay off debt. I'm using that extra money to pay $300 extra each month towards the card, plus whatever extra I can squeeze out to bills. Boyfriend thinks I should pay off the medical bill first in 2 months with my second job's paycheck. Yes, smallest to largest. Then use that money, $300 plus the $100 I already have, to tackle the credit card. Yes, that's how the debt snowball works. It's called the debt snowball. I think I should keep paying $300 plus the $200. You like your plan instead, to avoid continuously paying the interest rate. The sooner you. It would take 2 months to knock out the medical bill, and then you would have more money to take up to pay on the credit card, and that would quickly catch up to the plan that you want to do now, because you still have to include the other one in your calculations with the non-medical debt with the credit card. Taco Bell telling me good morning. Come buy food from us. Where were we? Since I have a higher balance credit card with more, I still have another higher balance credit card. Okay, in addition to the, because that was, she only gave us the information on credit card number one. Now we don't know about credit card number, but that would come later because it's a higher balance. That's how the debt snowball works. Again, you're doing it wrong. Your boyfriend is right. Also, if you're living together and have combined finances, Dave does not recommend that at all until you are married. What do you think? Medical bill, no interest? Okay, she just sums it up again. Debt snowball, smallest to largest. Interest doesn't matter. And especially in this situation, it's ridiculous because in 2 months, that one will be completely gone and it'll be the same thing that she wants to do. But even better than the same thing she wants to do. But people can't think like that sometimes. Pay off $200K loan or do public service loan forgiveness program. They have about, I think it's the last I checked, which was I think in February or something like that. I think they have about an 8% approval rate. So this is not just, oh, well, I'll just get this then, and I have a good chance of getting forgiven. No, it's like 8% of and there's millions of people that have applied for that. However, my fiance might want to have to do a residency fellowship at a private institution, which basically messes with PSLF. Okay, well, I think he's just knocked the student debt out before any interest accrues. Yes, sure. I also heard people hear all kinds of stuff all the time. Make sure that where you hear it from is a reputable source. Like if it's from your bro at the gym, that would be less trustworthy than if you Googled it and it was a government website that had it on there, that kind of thing. I also heard that PSLF doesn't pay you immediately, so it might take 140 months instead of 120 months. Yeah, it's the government, of course. So yes, Dave always recommends to pay off your student loan. Do not wait for the government to take care of that. Another backdoor Roth question from Limit Shy 85. What up, Sid? About time. It's not a half day or anything. Current income is over the limit for Roth contribution. Fully contribute to 401k. Currently, both of our balance in traditional accounts is mainly on these 3 stocks. Beep, 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 beep. Tesla, Microsoft, and Google. Probably some of the best ones. Maybe not Tesla, but Microsoft and Google. If you were going to have single stocks, but Dave does not recommend single stocks, mutual funds, because they are a basket of stocks and automatically diversify you. Let's see. Question is, I don't want to sell these stocks, but I want to start taking advantage of a backdoor Roth. Start taking advantage. How can I do it? You just open one. Let's see, I think I know. Oh, I see what you're saying, because you'd have to. Currently, both of our balance in traditional account is mainly on. You mean on the traditional 401k account? And that's those 3 stocks? You don't have to do anything with that. Dave would recommend selling single stocks, and you can get a mutual fund, nice mutual fund that has those stocks in it. Yeah, when you say the traditional account, I can only assume you mean it's in the 401k, and you don't do anything to that. That stays, 401k stays as it is when you open a backdoor Roth. Unless you're going to try to, you have to, before you buy any stocks or mutual funds, you have to just have transfer the cash to the traditional account, and then you convert it to a backdoor. Then you convert it to a Roth, and that's how you get around the law. It's called a back. I mean, you're not really getting around it because it is legal, and that's the backdoor portion of it, because it lets you get around it. Let's say, we can contribute and traditional and do backdoor for both of us in 2023. Yeah, I think so. But what happens to the rest of my balance? What balance? Oh, you're saying that could you? You just open a different. You can just open a different traditional account. The majority of people have said that transfer existing balance first in 401k and start fresh. You don't have to do anything with the 401k. You can still have the 401k. But what if I don't want, as I bought these stocks at a lower price, what are my options? Do they pay tax? You can leave those alone and still do a backdoor Roth. Do I have to pay tax on the full amount? I'm sure 16 comments, so I'm sure they broke that down from do I have to pay tax on, or only the gains for those stocks. It would be the gains. This is what I need to understand. Question mark. You're not sure? Please help me. I tried to read up online, but I'm not getting a clear answer on how to handle this situation. Currently, I file my tax by myself, but next year I might need to use an outside CPA to file my taxes. I'm going to go ahead and approve that in advance of next year. Definitely. So, and the reason is, if your income is over the Roth limit, it wouldn't hurt to pay a CPA. So, to deal with your monies. As I said, it's physiology over math. Not sure to what she's referring. That was seconds ago I was talking about whatever she was talking about, or longer. From Wooden Hold, $39.83. I get $3,500 a month. How much should my car payment be? The answer to that is donut. Donut. 26, trying to buy a car. It's not that difficult. My old car is not worth repairing, okay? Donut and debt. You can sell the old car, even if it's for parts, and that'll be something. Excuse me. My grandma called that gapping. She said that first. She's from North Carolina. She called yawning gapping. I have zero debts and pay $500 a month only in rent. It's going to be like that for the next 4 years. Also, how much of those $3,500 should I be saving? Edit, thanks everyone for your comments. I didn't know I couldn't post this type of topic. Obviously you can. It's still up. It's not taken down. I don't know. Maybe somebody went in hard on the paint about you shouldn't have no damn car payment because you shouldn't be buying no darn car. New car. No payments. You buy cars in cash, and only new cars if you're a millionaire net worth. And so that's the answer. So probably somebody went hard on the paint in that, and I can empathize because I've done that before too. I wouldn't say that you couldn't post that. like in the Ramsey show chat, people always like they ask, "Oh, am I going to get in trouble for asking about that?" And I always say, "You can type in here anything that the mod lets you type." So, or some words are automatically blocked by YouTube, and the owner of the channel can add to that list of words or phrases, so that any comment containing those is automatically blocked. And plus, they see the comment before it gets actually posted, before the rest of us see it, so they could see it and actually get rid of it before it even shows up, if it was something that they didn't want in there. How much saving? You're doing it wrong. Do the baby steps. $1,000 should be, you should have that in starter emergency fund. And then next you're paying off debt, smallest to largest. If you need to replace your car, pause the debt snowball, pause the baby steps, and you save up for a car that you buy in cash. So that doesn't matter, and the amount you're saving, none of it. If you have debt, you should be putting every cent of that to debt, every cent beyond your expenses. Your English was fine, much better than a lot of Americans. Dry persimmon, 9437. Baby step 4, flare, that is investing for retirement. 15% of gross income. Saving for goals, big purchases. Just started. Baby step 4, no kids and don't own a home. Okay, you're in baby step 7. Congratulations. But I expect to have big expenses for a car in the next year, B, marriage in the next couple of years, and C, a condo or house after about 3 or 4 years. He's got it all planned out, or she. I currently save $2,000 a month after my 15% for retirement. That's fine, and if you're going to rent forever, you can do more than 15%, but it does sound like you do want a condo or house after about 3 years, so you may want to just not do more than 15 so you can save up more of a down payment. Let's see, but I'm still feeling a bit daunted at how much of a gab. Nice. Daunted at how much each of these will cost, especially if you want to pay cash. That's the only way. Not for a condo or house. You can get a mortgage on that, but you do pay cash for the car, and you pay cash for the marriage. 20% down for a home, right? First-time home buyer, you can, under Dave's advice, put down just 10%, but you will have to pay PMI every month. Private mortgage insurance, and that is insurance for the lender, not for the buyer. I don't have anything saved for these yet, and since I just finished building my 6-month emergency fund. Excellent. You're doing it right so far. Does anyone have advice for keeping track, staying motivated while saving for a series of big purchases like that? Is it better to save for one at a time, or just save everything together in one savings account? Should you use a brokerage account, stocks for saving? No. To use the market as a interest savings device, you have to have a 5-year window, and you don't have a 5-year window, so for those things. So, and the cars in the next year, so that's absolutely out. Marriage in the next couple of years, those are out. If you wanted to wait 5 years for the condo or house, then possibly the down payment money. But how about you attack those like the debt snowball? As far as saving for them, how about that? How about we do that? If you need a car in the next year, save up for that first. Pick an amount you want. Used car, no new cars. You got to be a millionaire to be able to afford the depreciation of a new car. So none of those. So definitely use car. So you just set your budget for a car and save up that amount. And then marriage in the next couple of years, after you get the car, then you can start saving for all extra money towards the marriage fund. And it doesn't cost anything to get married. You're talking about the wedding and possible honeymoon and such. You're talking about those expenses and rehearsal dinner and all that stuff, but it doesn't cost anything to get married. So do them one at a time. Save for them one at a time. And since they have dates on them, you do the first one first. And it also sounds like they are in smallest to largest order. The car you get, most people will spend more money on a wedding than a used car would cost. And of course the house will be the highest expense. So yeah, it's a good idea. Sometimes I have them. Just want to buy mutual funds. Well, sure, why not? Let's see. Got another Taco Bell or not? Nope. Car parked in the wrong spot in my apartment complex. B. Thompson, 81. Baby step 4 again, that is invest 15% of your household income into retirement. That's gross income. Just want to buy mutual funds. Nobody's stopping you. I don't think. We'll see. I have a TAAA account through work that has a boot, 130K in it. I have to open a 403B since I can't add directly to this account because work puts in 8.5%. Okay? Makes me nervous to have it all at TIAA. If it's through your work, you might not get to decide that. I mean, I guess you can decide how much you're contributing. Let's see. Bank with USAA, and they have Schwab and Victory Capital. Generally, you don't want to invest at your bank. Now you're like a local bank. I don't know if it's an online bank you're talking about or not. There are so many choices. Yes, I don't know what to do. You can buy mutual funds from any one of them. What should I look for when choosing mutual funds? Well, the Dave advice is to do a 4-way split, 25% each into small, mid, large cap, and international mutual funds. I know the 4 categories Dave recommends. I just want to start investing, and I'm kind of lost. Talked with a Smart Vestige and didn't love it. Smart Vestor Pro is what he's talking about. Well, you got to have somebody to teach you how to do it because you don't know unless you're going to teach yourself. All the information is online about every single mutual fund. More details than you want to know is on there. You need to be looking at ones with at least a 10-year track record. And as I said, do the 4 categories that Dave recommends, as you know already. But you have to teach yourself or find somebody that knows about it that will teach you, and that person could be a financial or an investing professional. Sorry. Maybe I do have dementia, Sid. Jury's still out. Let's see. Even though I passed the internet test for dementia. It was 7 questions, so I don't know how in-depth it was. I don't know if it was in-depth enough. So what's the question? So you can open an account anywhere. They're all going to be about the same. I chose Vitade just because I like the look of their presentation of their stuff when they show you the details of your account, what organization that is in. I like that, so I went with them. But a brokerage is basically a brokerage. And if you're opening your own account at a brokerage, you can buy any. Sometimes, like through work, you're going to be limited into certain choices. But if you open the account yourself, it's a personal account, then you can buy whatever mutual funds you want, any of them. Like, for example, you can have a Schwab account and open a Vanguard and buy a Vanguard mutual fund. Smart Vestige. I bet that was autocorrect on that person. Now, okay. Announcement for consumer panel. I'm already doing user testing for extra cash in my spare time, and that's another one that I am looking into called U-Test. That isn't quite as user friendly as the user testing. Where are we? Oh, Lakeland Crime Lord posted previously. Actually, this was the previous post. We would have read a more recent post. 46 and nothing in personal 401k. That does happen. And that is better, though, than 47 and nothing in your personal 401k. You can't do anything about 0 through 46 as far as the 401k. But you can do something about it now. So let's see. I have nothing because I kept pulling from it. Beep, beep, boo, doo. And so when you pulled from it, that means you paid taxes on the gains and you paid a penalty to get it out of there. So not recommended. Pulling from retirement accounts is only recommended if you are facing foreclosure and bankruptcy, because they can get that anyway. Let's see, because I kept pulling from it. Wife has way more in hers, but still on the low side. Total approximately 90K. Currently in baby step 2, shouldn't be investing at all. And projected to be free of debt by the end of the year. Excellent. 27K personal loan, a student loan. We are putting approximately an average 2K a month in the snowball. Great. Get that done. Get emergency fund done. And then you can go whole hog on the 15% for investing. Let's see. Anticipate being baby step 4 by October 2024. Okay. See what you can do to make that happen quicker. Don't take that. Don't take that as your answer, like what you anticipate, and only going by the 2K per month. Put more to it. Work more, spend less. Revisit the budget, see what you can cut out, see what you can cut out. See if there's any expensive. If you're not watching TV, don't pay for cable. If you have anything you can sell that's worth something that you're not using regularly, consider selling it. So the question is, when we get to baby step 4, question mark. Should we, question is, when we get to baby step 4, like it's its own question, should we put more than, it's than, THAN is than, and than is this comparison here. Then is a time or condition. So 2 different words, hashtag 3rd grade, the 15% to catch up. Should we put in more than... No, not while you have a mortgage still. If you do, household income is around 110 gross. Both have Roth 401k with company match. Can't remember what it is off the top of my head. One came in college, graduated in 2026, which we put aside $127 per week to pay the out-of-pocket cost to. Okay, great. Assuming if you're renting and you're gonna be a renter, that's fine. You can do more than 15%. Excuse me. If you have your house a paid off house, you can do more than 15%. If you're still paying for a mortgage, 15% is the max while you pay off the house still. And then when you pay off the house, then you can invest more. So, but 15%, but should not be investing any. Neither of you should be investing any while you have non-mortgage debt. Baby steps in order. And you know that is the answer, of course. That is the should I do baby step 4? Should I be doing this when I'm still supposed to be right here doing this? And the answer is no. And this is like something you might not necessarily know if you're just looking at the steps themselves and you haven't watched the show. But 1, 2, and 3 you do in order, as I've said before. All one at a time. 1, 2, and 3 are one at a time. 4, 5, and 6 are in order, all at the same time. So you should just be paying all the debt, not doing any investing at all. And again, the analogy would be trying to fill a bucket that has a hole in it. Financing at work. The answer is finance nowhere. Beatles, WMC01. She loves you, yeah, yeah, yeah. Man, we sell lawnmowers where I'm working at before I move. I don't know what the man is. Man, we sell lawnmowers when I'm working at before I move, and it feels so wrong for me to fill out the Sheffield applications when someone wants to get a loan for a mower. Oh, I see. Okay, it's not something to make me leave since I'm not planning on staying for too much longer. Okay. It does make me tempted, but one, I probably wouldn't be approved anyways. That doesn't matter. 2, baby step 2, and don't need a fancy mower yet. And shouldn't be buying one in baby step 2. 3, debt is gross. Of course, never want to go back to it after I'm out of what I have now. Yeah, it may be worth it buying one with cash if I ever buy land one day. Okay, this is just C1. I'm just thinking about stuff in his head out loud. Not really a question. Of course, the answer is baby steps, which is baby step 0 is you decide debt's not an option anymore. So he's right with the pay cash. How to save in 3B from OP30-30. You just save. I have been just putting cash aside in a savings account. That's fine. Since I don't know when I'll buy, even if I had the cash now, excuse me, I wouldn't be ready to buy since I don't think this town is where I'll be in 5 years. Plus, that doesn't stop armed forces people from buying in every port. Plus, I'm a single guy, so I don't need a house for just me, okay? You don't actually have to save for a down payment. I mean, it's fine that you're doing it, and you can do that if you want to, especially if you think you will be buying a house at some point, but if you can rent forever if you'd like. Is there a better way to store the money without much risk, since I will probably pull it out in 3 to 5 years? If you're going to pull out in 3, yes. If you're going to pull it out in 5, no, you can do that then. So you have to have a 5-year window to put it in the market. And for a purchase, Dave recommends putting it in an S&P 500 index fund to do that in the market. Another option would be high yield savings account, and they're doing like 4%, I think, is the highest one I saw on bankrate.com. I think my chair. Yes, it is. Okay. Yeah. So was that it? How to save? Basically means where to save. Where to save for it. So yeah, you can keep it in the savings account, and it'll be just less percentage. But if you do want to get more interest on it, than a high yield savings account, if you want to get even more about it, you got a good chance of getting the most amount of money with it in the market, but you shouldn't touch it for 5 years. I mean, at least have that plan where you don't, just in case the market's down at that time. So that should be the default, to be waiting 5 years. But if it's up and you find a house and you want to buy one, why not take it out? Let's see if that show got posted. Probably did by now. Maybe, yep, did. Jade Warshaw on there. And of course, the default people, she's one of them. George Camel would be the other one, so maybe those two. Deloney and Camel used to be the normal Friday pair. But lately I think it's been those two. So we'll see if it's Camel with her. All right, well, we'll do one more. Just finish baby step 1, need advice. Do baby step 2 from minute or minute examination 918 posted previously, which was which we read a later post than this one, because this is from a month ago. Just completely finished baby step 1 in a month and a half of working full-time and going to school part-time. I'm wondering if I should just get a job in McDonald's or any other low barrier to entry part-time job, or become a waitress at a local bar. Probably could make more money doing waitress. Depends on if you're any good at it, if you like it. Excuse me. Or willing to do it for the more money than you could get at Mickey D's. I'm in my junior year of college and only have 2 to 3 more semesters to go. And with that, I know I'll have more income from my full-time, you would hope. What part-time should they take on? I just want something that works with my schedule. Okay, well, you can make the waitress thing. You can make any of those work with your schedule. So, but probably the most money you could make would be a waitress. Because my mileage is going to vary depending on what restaurant, what bar you're at, and what area you're in, etc., etc. All right, once again, my channel right there. The schedule free consultation is right there. Let me pull up the plugs again. Very professional now to have the image. There it is. And Coach Steve Money. I'm a Ramsey Solutions certified financial coach. And you can schedule a free financial coaching / consultation / assessment with me at calendly.com / Coach Steve Money. You can do that if you're having money problems, or even if you're not having money problems, but you want to make sure you're on the right track. You can do that. It never hurts. Email, unless I tell you to sell the car and stop going out to eat. That may hurt you. Email about coaching or anything on my YouTube channel, CoachSteveMoney@gmail.com. Channel donations, email address up there. Channel donations, paypal.me / Coach Steve Money. You can add me on the gram at Coach Steve Money. This is youtube.com / Coach Steve Money. Thank you so much for watching.